manyuko no abedwako a wapa wo mo se on na onhwe won abato no so de abetu dwa se edin krata na omo behwe so de ato aba no ni nyina waye ho adwuma wi
Mampari John Dramani Mahama Edia to just say Green City Project no enche bia o my for example at the Sikka Kase3 6Pm
National Road Safety din sembi abetu dwa se ensembi ha wo mo pa mprempren efa enkwanhia ahodo a esi ewo oman mu
na Asoya womo na womo hwe nyina mahode ho nsam green transition ni nyina ehye wono ensa womo chese sika botire bia eye ECG dia akakam aka PDS for hono no wono ebeje
ye de ni be kiremu ewo fraumantem ekro bia ho aye friend ehe a ewo ketu north e de aposifo ho de atudwa sese CI de process hen ho no yatum
Ebi anyumere nsembika wone mo yesi unkonwa bekenkan ni nyina asom asomfa wote enkan ye me rantie nua ba ma me efom wa kafena mene
nana yeboa fremi be maba
ye gya trokwa ne so ba ne nsem no ya be wuram
Sikka FM track wine ye ne yakro
Sikka FM 89.5 Yes Suma Santimai Sikka FM 89.5 Yes Suma Santimai
Yes Suma Santimai ni Ghana man ye wiase nyina kan wa fei Yengra ensemnemo ankasa. Asante mantam ha post sahina ese o ha ye friend DCOP Arthur osai akuto. Na komanda ba yeyi wode ne ho akokyere yewura otumfo osai tu ababio King Solomon Pillar of Peace ero de ho akokyere no na enche no akokyere yewura nimu no na yewura eka chense woba no sade onu animu na adwuma ho asante mantam ya mantam so na owonimu gidie se adwuma no obetimi ayeti ne de no aba oye na adwuma a ohwem no ni le mu pepepepepepepe yewura ka kyere se eba na asase ho nsam samanso na aba ho se te sei enye wonu posini na sempo wohini bi efa kyere fa se baabi ade asase ho nsam de bedana wo so mu wi a wonani akyere boko emfam na fikasem ehwe no nka sam na kama na yie ento yie na sa wonu posini bagye asase sam no no ankasa aka ade ni posi sam aka ne yewura se da bi eho ne nye ni lemu a enti na wo ba santimantem ha langa de sam ne ade ebi ni ha esanse nya so de ya asase ho nsam ne nya so de ya nya kopie fikasem nko ade a na kyese bibia atoyie enti wo ye posi ni no oye na adwuma ohwem papa nyene de kama eba na asase sam de omokyire na won famra efikasem yentie yewura otumfo say to ababio King Solomon Pillar of Peace yentie no
Father, some names as some day, maybe there. In your procedure, the Kenny now the chronomic near Massa, the Munfin, Nama, should be Rabasabasa, the tune, Nina, the Marina. Maybe a follow which one also. So, only as I said, not Pancasa for Langa, yes, all by nearly not to Uncle Food for Chichu. Now, she over the chairman and my winner, now she may know the Academy, name us on the BBI. No, but and I have to say, I hear in that I will grab my TV, the BBI, or Bible said, so,
Edia ye eya Santimera otumfo osei tutu ababio King Solomon Pillar of Peace.
Yen to kaseba no so na yemfa ye ni nkyiremu ewo MPP kukurudu osono amanyuku no yen nyina ye nim se afia ye besimu yi ne bosum ye di kan ne da etoso eduasa ba ko no MPP ebeko abato so eno na abegyaku a yapa wo mo se omo na enhwe abato no so de abetu dwa se eye edin twere krata obia din wom kyere voter register na obehwem ede ato aba no emprempren a ye kasa ide ehwo adwuma nyina waye awie ode sansemi atudwa wa bra no ne senkyerofo kasa no kyere mu se eye abato mpesua so a ewo Ghana ha nyina constituency ni nyina wakukyire obia esefata se woto aba no edin ewo saa edin twere krata anim enti oya obeto aba bia no emprempre ya ide ni din ewo saa krata animu a kyerɛ sɛ bere ni duru a ɔkɔ sɛ ɔkɔ akɔto aba ne ebie krata animu a ɛsɛ fata sɛ ni din wom na owie no ɔkyerɛ mu sɛ ɛyɛ aspirant ahodo nipa gnum na ɔmo ɛpre sɛ obetu franka ɛde ama ɔsono amanyokuo no obia ɛnsa ɛbɛka ne deɛ ɛyɛ November busumi ya ne da ɛtɔso edu miɛnsa sɛ ɛyɛ Kennedy akompreko Japan hono abu yebo udi ana wa beje odie sanso na DMB Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nso yebo udi ana wa beje odie ode sa krata yi ma omu nyina obema omo na otwe mienu na obia ko biebiem na wa fe na ni krichi se krotwa wisie na ode nani ahyem se ohwem obehwem fritire akosi anafo ohwem a na wo hese o yewoke na se bibia de dana kwamu a na de wo kese okafa hu bia no ode aba betwa mpanyimfo ama mpanyimfo sese wo ye fa hu bia no omo aye afa wie no kire se abato no de enye omo nko a na edi sa adwuma no na emom one electoral commission na be print sa ballot papers ni nyina owi ana commission na kasa ahwe se ba bibia ese ballot papers ne ko ni nyina obeso ne dese na ode akọ owi a bambo dwumako e Ghana police service nso ede omo ehyem enti wo ya wadwe se obeba no aba abaye basabasa wa abato mpesua ne so a yam omfa ho enni kura ensem ne niam ebefo wani so no enye papa ewo mu se amanyoko ba akumu abato ne yeto de nanso oma ya krado se emprempren ya ide omo behwe na pepeye ato yenkotie ensem a Mr. Osei Owusu ede etu edwa.
You lose your membership when you contest against a party's candidate or you campaign for a candidate other than the party's candidate. It's automatic. So the party's amnesty was specific. That anybody who has disparate proceedings or punishment hanging on his or her head is being granted general amnesty, except those who have forfeited their membership. And then specifically said, if you forfeited your membership, then apply to them. Generally, my view has been that you forfeit your membership today, you can rejoin. You're a beginner. But until 2 years have elapsed, you do not qualify to compete for any position. So if you had a voting right and you lost your membership, you may have rejoined, but you don't return to your position. You're starting afresh. Okay. Therefore, you do not qualify.
Joseph Osei Owusu Jowais and watch them say, oh yeah, we didn't free more. So koye bibiti amanyoko no, so we anymore. Enya dia yebema kwan ama watu abano. 1 hour free mu nyina so, yeyi wo mu nyina edin afri mu nti wawu a unti meto aba.
Yeto akase body so na yenwura ensem foforo mu. Ghana Mpare John Dramani Mahama na mamuomu no ne nhyehyɛ baako anase policies ne mu baako aye Green City Project. Mpare John Dramani Mahama se Green City Project no so pa ne ma bebre le hemu a ye fere Green City Project no baako aye bia aye drainage system said ye nsuo to a betimi afa drains akese mu gutters nketo mu na atumi atwi akɔ ya enkwafa nso yiri bia emase benya proper drainage system eka ho ase modern drainage system eka Green City Project no ase de eka ho biam aye ahonidie sanitation eno so eka ho improve sanitation no ne brofa ya trama me ha afen so o kire se de beya mensi ahudo ni nyina sa Green City Project wo modo mo ho ebehjem na ahonidie ho nsam ani drainage ni ade ni nyina betimi agya na so na oman Ghana se de ye peno no ya kekere ne sa pepepe no ni nyina ya de a ehya eye Green City Project no ase Enwachi adan ho nsam enso eka ho a wo boy ya boss say esaglami housing project ne kura ho asem kura ewo mu bi ya ni nyina o mo behwe no ma ba ba ne kama na mafo ka say sa Green City yi ye hu sika atachire sika ba ne de ba bo ho bresan se Ghana ha no ma ho ni de ho nsam de eyeska sam sika na ese de wura mu border pa yiri wo mia hodo okrai mu no nyansam kito ya kase esesa na drains no de esese da ye bie menso atumi afamu akode a enye sika keto a enti ehu sika sam awayi eno no de ba beto dwase o wanche kra my friend some for Honorable Kase3 6Pm. Why you want to say visibility studies in Ukraine? Yes, can assess can and Chempia. Finance Minister de Babu Tuja, Ghana Penny John Dramani Mahama.
This will be a new city that would attract investment, it will attract tourism, it will be a smart city, it will have a modern drainage system, it will have good sanitation, there will be no kiosks and containers in that city. If you want to sell anything, you sell in the market that is provided in the city. The city stretches from here, Dawa Industrial Park, including the Saglemi Housing Estate, through Bundasi Military Range, into Volta and Eastern regions. So everything that is happening here is being integrated into the green digital city that we have envisioned for our dear nation, Ghana. The feasibility study and the design for this city will begin by the end of this year. And the Minister of Finance is already making budgetary provision for the designs and feasibility studies.
And I say, Ghana Penny John Dramani Mahama.
Yanto Kase3 so na yemfa ya ni nchiremu National Road Safety asoye. National Road Safety dia betu dwa se ensem bi ha emprempre papa odwene ho a wonte ase eno ena okasa na okiremu se eye busumi etwam yi na otwe etwam yi de lorry kwanhia sia na esie be obefa ha na pan obefa ha na kada fom obefa ha na se ka bonipa obefa ha na ka tifri na anu ye eye esekuma na ka ahwenipa be senum afaso ahwere wo nkwa wo amonam kwa ho aka atwa fom so eno okiremu se wadwene ho a wonte ase asoye no se adan na enkwanhia esi ewo man mu sei esan se afi atwa mu de na ye na afi we kura de enkwanhia esi ama omukura no age omunsem one ensantwerefo kasa na okiremu se emprempre ye de odo ho ekobo aprosifo na omode enhyehyeye bia ba ye friend operation comply umpo ubedi so enhyehyeye a road safety ene aposifo de basen ye be ya bronya ye ba besimu yi enkwanhia eso ebete no de oya shankani ana se oya passenger na se san hyehyeye no de ba na wai wagi se wuni so a ene edi be ya o se wode san hyehyeye nyina basen ye be ya akwantempon ahodo so no eso bejo se o shankani atwini hyen a otwini wasundwem san so na passenger ni so nama ono so enam asundwem obi atimu ye fan se nkwanhia de ebi ensibiem emra okasamafo edema road safety eya pel edusi satakla kasa na okirem se eya aposifo nso aye omadwe se omobeboa omopa na omahwe se ahyenkafo nso ebedi sa enhyehye no so yenkotie ekwan ofa so a odi atudwa no.
It's a very big worry trend for the authority. We are putting our heads together with our other partners to see exactly what to do. Fortunately for us, it's getting to Christmas, and so we are rolling out our campaign, an enforcement campaign in collaboration with the Ghana Police, dubbed Operation Comply. Instead of being visible on some few stretches in the country, we'll be all over the country from almost every district. We will be enforcing road traffic regulation together with regulating the transport services. And so we are very seriously registering transport unions, associations, and corporate organizations that have fleets of cars that run for them.
Any ITA pel edusu satekla we no chiremu se wode wo ekwa stakeholders ahodo nyina obi a wonam kwan so se ne be ya ekwan so ebeye jo.
We have a few from some known crash prone areas. For instance, on the Aflau Road, we have one on the motorway. We have one at Toje in Adan. We have another in the Keta municipality. So on that stretch, we have about 3. And then on the Ashanti, Accra to Ashanti region stretch, we have also some at Esuboy. We have another at Joaso. We have some also at Central Region, a PAM area. And so we are hoping that we'll get funds and then collaborate with other agencies to build more so that they can readily respond to emergencies such as these crashes we are talking about.
Mami Pelo, and I would say, can watch them say, obey bia, send a bear, so any benya sika hodo, now a timidia boa, ama a quine so I Jojo.
Yanto Kase3 soy na me ko asaya. Woman a share and Yamahuade one summer so na green transition in Aka home. As we had the to just say, a bind na famu dear beer said a baya. Sikka bia aye ECG for Sikka aqua PDS no omusabako ma de ni say PDS for ECG for such a Edward call London courts say ECG for ma omo PDS for contract ko wi as contract ni yatwam ni say kululu bi wo mu emuafu contract ni mu na ho fraud ni adi wom ama ECG for PDS for say omo abokantin ko omo jiska na free ECG for and so quite not on 7 years to actually. Ama say ECG for mum and as they say Sikka Kase3 PDS photo. Now no and so ye emum 34 HS aban better for mu die bia. Said about ya ECG for Sikka biada akamuno wamba jini nyina ede ama wonum. Now wo call a energy ministry one ma wamakasa ma for your friend Ora Richmond Roxon one kasa you yentene.
Because if you look at the processes the government commenced in 2015 before His Excellency lost the elections and went, if he had followed that process and would have continued with the transparency and the international reputable companies that were there, we wouldn't have been where we are today. And so government welcomes the decision. It's a lesson that this should never happen again. We shouldn't have been here in the first place where opaque decisions and greed will lead us to the point where people will try to cannibalize the process to take steps to own ECG. And so the decision is welcomed. The claims as sought by PDS was dismissed in its entirety, and so they are not entitled to anything. The Office of Attorney General will take steps to recover all monies that are due ECG. And I'm sure at the right time, the Attorney General will also brief the country.
And so Richmond Roxon Eliwa Kasama for Edema Energy Ministry no and watch us a PDS Samu Diri Abaya Watakonyaso Sia Mampani Edward Hasia Ed of Ofian Tota no Biadiabamo na Eshano said to Hasiano Abaya for the buy and a sabrani moon and Adra by while my first answer so for James so Osasano, Emma did ni mukoye sum tete ballot boss no be sa sum opaque. Yeah, teacher for just idea opaque, and just idea transparent, lighting to me from emusum, and I'm a neyaba bedruba beer, ye way, some common for JDM Shedeswa, and Kama Medra, and just say no, a PDS for some model call, a London court to Yabatogui, Sikka beer ECG for the Abani Baji, and watch yourself. Crack, the images can Judy said, and Chebia, Attorney General Bababon, and not some like about which him at Ghana for.
Yere Kase3 ebe too far akofra mantemu. A crow a fro a ewo K2 North Mansinimu. Eno ena enkra e free oba kire se pro station a ewo ho no yatum. Yatum asese so obi twa wuti o, obi hwe wasumo obi ya oda na se oye waje se okọ pro station akọ report a obekọ no ne de ko jan ko abobọ ho. Eno ena post sahin ho kire mu se eye enanu ye etwam ye emebunu a ewo ehe ebeto share pro station ni aposifo ho so eye enyamra sem bia emebunu ni kire mu se abrantie bia ye frɛ no Kofi Abavotivo a wakwa akokum eye obi a wanya mfinhia aduasa mienu ode sekan o ode awo no cho amana to anananom ewo nse do aposifo ye de obetimi bia eche sa abrantie de ne ba pro station be shem eno na mebunu ne se ahe ne ha esanse onu Kofi Abavotivo ni din ne honam se na wo obi se kan ne de posifo no enyini mra na mabunu no se kire se omumfa omunsa enkeka ne kakra eno na posifo kire se da bi emprempre ya posifo nsa aka ne de ese fata se ode no efa emrakwan so eno na mabunu yi kire onti ase ne enti ase kina oto hye procession fo no so police for ho o we ya no agene de ofa bench no de ahwedan nim pan car say sisi wo ehyan ahodo esisi wo ode petro twa ahunhia no pa Manchester ketuwa bi fa ho energy wom o hyehyehye amanfo hye ne police for hye wo ho ena moba ne abade o tututu bi gu police station ho eno ena police kasamafo a o ho eya Francis Gomado ekirem say esan eniamo ho semo a mrantie ne mabunu no bedi no sa eho no de emprempra police station ho no yatum yentie sene osi kirem kire nsentrofo.
A gentleman who is a suspect for in this case now ran to the police station for a refuge, or a key police station to be precise. What happened was that he stabbed a friend who is now deceased by name, only for the irate youth from the town to besiege the police station and demanded that he should be released to them for instant justice, which the police did. So the irate youth went back and then went and remobilized and came back to attack the police station, vandalize parties, attack the police officers on duty, and beat up. By so doing, they had access to the suspect. By looking at the intensity of the attack and then how they vandalized police properties, the regional command has deemed it wise to close down the police station temporarily.
Yatum. Aposifo address ye miamu pampe se to pa ya betena ho ba man ho ban a mo ba ya no mabeto ahye so maboro ye no papa enu nti yatum posi kasamafo Chief Inspector Francis Gomado ene ekuti
yato akase abode so meko MPP for akache MPP amanyokuo no titiru ne fa ya ewo ewutu senya abato mpeso so wo mo kyese Esese awutu senya mirahebedwani Honorable Felix na koyo okuno wompa kane mirahebedwani no sa constituency kro no a Honorable Hawa Kumsi ompa ne chew womma pa Honorable Hawa Kumsi chew pa sa hwehwemu no aba no ni nyina ne sa ablekuma no ba election ejire ni de si ye e ba election ase kwabra ne kodechi sa no atotwu maami yam su no da hona de sisi apem form no da ye ya no wa budam balance na de na hwewiem ni ade nyansam ketu o Honorable Hawa Kumsi ne ho fa no pa asemi ba bontin and ye Ghana for da bia meka so aduane no mu nie no asem de ba de a won badi pa mafo ye mami papa and akunfu panda and fa hin ekosi he and wo mo ye mami a and adenti na akọ kita pepper spray and ye de be and akopa de wo ho amafo ye mami ne pa ne wiwe mo ba beto dwa se Hawa Kumsi wa nya bone na mom de ma pincha ni si ye nyina ene sa bambo no na eye peche wo hododo bambo mu anyirigiti te se de na sese ye no ene ma de si ye nyina si ya kwabnane tu ho ne batakari nyina kwa wo mami eto hwiye ya ehun semba be ye yompoyi enu na nei NPP amayoko ni fa ya wa wutu senya iti wormo wo ma ya sentrani enchentrefo nhye and one more catcher, my hebejani or takonyo so hot to see Honorable Phyllis. Na call your okuno say, Honorable T. How comes he? Where dear, Cafro, Yakuta and Sama Grania dear, and Yabunko to J. Cafra, Yanni, Omra no Pama, mene etchum. Na press conference, and I say. Auto Senya East Constituency MPP Trani ya wono ewo hono mono ayo wura Michael Ade waruna den semi tu dwa yeti no
Honorable Mevisa Kumsi was never involved in any act of violence and the entire narrative pushed by the NDC was a calculated smear campaign to score cheap political points ahead of the 2024 elections. The party calls on Felix Nakoyo Kuno and all those who willfully spread false allegations to issue a public apology to Honorable Mevisa Akumsi, the MPP, and the good people of Kaswa. These falsehoods have caused needless tensions and damaged the reputation of hard-working members of parliament and the general public.
Aha, it's your Michael Adichese. Enya Honorable Felix na akọ yonko mo di ma me natam eso pa no social media no so ye no sa afọ ni nyina amra botena me pa chew mo pa ha okum sin chew so a ka so afọ nyina mo po mo nyina chew awutu se nya afọ nyina da mo po mo nyina chew na hwehwe mo abeto dwasa ha okum se wa anye bone
yanto akase eba no so na yemfa yani enchiremu ewo ankane chief justice so fa yakufu enche kra no de betu dwase se de afoma gudi ayetuo eye mining illegal de no ene galamse legal de no yase yefre no mining eno o kirem se emprempre ai de esan galamse se ya ese yensuo ene yensase no enkebe ya nkaban hwe na enka galamse hu ne manyina yentwe ensensen esan se bebia odi wani bekire bia ensuo no aye nika aye poto a wosabi de ye bibia enye yie eno na maame sofia ekirem no oka se ebe ha Ghana papa titiri enwa odi ekire eba no esan se oba na se wabetu se nsuo aye sei na se wobetimi atena o manu mama na ye ya na se wara enti nkebe ya nko okoto sere Ghana aban se galamse o mining o legal o concession de yo ni nyina yantwe ensensen kakra eno na asoya ehwe ensase ene oboade ne pa ode adom yanso o kire se asamo ama me sofia akufu ekan eye pa nso yemfa eye papa nso prempre ide se yafa de adwuma enye ye esan se ye ka ade a ema oman yi sika pa eye mining eni ni nwa galamse oman yi economy ne de mining ne kura oman no papa no we no o kire mu se mining no kura mpo no ya chemu mienu ye wode nam mra kwan so ene ye wo de ye ibi yan hunu nsuo illegal de ya friend galamse yi na saban ya na adwen se otwene nyina sensan na wa amakwan ama efoma gudia ne yantu na amoa oman sikasem a oman sikasem ebeto ape eno na okasama for de masa asoe di tudwa no okirem se maami asem na oka no oman bapa odwene oman ne hu ye pa na emom aban ya krado aban aya nhyehyeye ene nhyehyeye hodo agu akwan mu se sa man ne nsensem na ekoso efoma gudi aye tuo ya fum no nyafu no obesia no kra na wabo ensuo a ewo oman yi nyina ho ban se ne be ya ensuo ani bete na odo onwura gum na wusi a obewie na ani aye fita emprempre de ayeko yentie pa akwasi shenedof se ne osika ansem no fae.
Her suggestion is coming from a good place, given the fact that she is equally concerned about the decimation and devastation of the environment, except that you cannot place a hold on all mining activities as of now, because mining, as we all know, is a very lucrative economic enterprise that continues to drive economic advancement. Also, the laws that we have now permits mining, except that they do not endorse illegal mining. So what we are fighting is not the whole enterprise of mining, but illegal mining activities, and government will stay on that course. The Sector Minister Emmanuel Kofi is committed to that endless fight, and hopefully will chalk successes in the not too distant future. Indeed, already we are recording very great outcomes, but certainly there is more to be done.
Ene ayati pa kwasi shandof eno akirem se mine de esi anu enye ye na nse akra na ati gold board usezen sika mining ede ma o my Ghana no emprempre ya se ya agesi ebegu galamse ni agu mine na ebe ha Ghana ban na ha economy nti ebegu nu pa de enye yi nemum ebe hyehye foforo ede abonsase ho ban
kasi abona si yemfa na si ewo mu ema newsroom adwumefo ni adwumaden a wono ebo Kwame Oforia Boaje ewo ho Madam Sewa ampafo ena adwonya ko enso eka ho yesamfo aye ofalasan okoji abo wona kasewe osonso ma ye technicians siwo double fashion center no DJ Bullet wonu wachinchin from ani nyina ede asom yen ena social media no Kelvin your reporter shina so yeda wonum ase enwere akenkan fa woti yenkan eyeme rantie nuaba maame efomwa